Anyway, what's up my dudes and dudettes? Welcome back to the channel yet again. Today we're gonna put some new headlights and fog lights on the Wrangler. It's not a how-to. There's plenty of how-to videos how to put these headlights in, way better than mine. So it's just kind of just documenting me doing it, showing y'all here on the mod for the Jeep. So let's go. Alright guys, well, now you see what we're doing today. You see the headlights we're putting in, you see the fog lights we're putting in. This should be a very, I'm going to cross my fingers, I shouldn't say this, but it's going to hopefully be a very simple install. We just got to take the grill off, unclip, clip back in. Fog lights will be a little bit more difficult, I'll explain that in a minute. But let's get to work and let's show y'all kind of what we're doing. We're getting these old crusty ones out of here. And these old crusty fog lights out of here. I'm going to take this little bezel probably, and I'm going to paint this black while they're out, so it's gonna take me a little bit longer. You don't have to, but my headlights are kind of black now, so I want this to match. I don't want this chrome and black. But taking these out are very simple. It is just these clips and the grill comes out. That's pretty much it. And the fog light harness, that's it. You unclip that, you're done, and you got access to everything. Fog lights are a little bit harder because if you want to get to them without taking the bumper off, you have to take this off. If you never taken these off before, you're gonna have to drill these out. I've taken these off before, so I kept it kind of loose, so all I had to do was pull up and mine popped out. But normally you're gonna have to drill these out because there's this just stupid design, you can't get them out. But let's get to work. Let me show y'all. It's kind of dark out here, but let me show you what these headlights look like before I take them out. All right? Okay. So this is what they look like before. They're yellow, boring, don't look that great. So let's get to starting putting the new ones in. All right? Okay. Alright guys, well, headlights are out, fog lights are out, everything is out. It's very, very easy, very easy. Alright guys, so that is basically taking the headlights and fog lights out. Grill comes out in a couple clips, then once you get the top clips off, you just pretty much yank it and that should pull the whole thing out. There's 4 Torx picks holding the headlights in. I'm not sure what size, look up what size, but there's 4 Torx picks holding the sides in. Held on with these things, 1, 2, 3, 4. You unscrew those, you pull the light out, unclip it, you're done. That's it, lights out. Fog light is the same exact thing. It's 4 Phillips heads, really small Phillips head screws, 1 on each side of the fog light. Once you get all those out, you pull it out, unclip it, and you pull it out to the little gap right there, and you're done. That's it, it's out. So I'm actually gonna paint these because I don't want the chrome. So I'm gonna paint these, clean them up and paint them black, just like kind of match a little bit better. And then we'll throw everything back on. All right, cool. Okay, so I wait for those chrome pieces to dry. I'm actually gonna throw the fog lights in because there's nothing I need to paint for those. Instead of a boring time lapse, I think we'll just snap to when they're done. All right, guys. Well, fog lights are in. I don't know if they work yet. Just plug them in. I gotta wait till I get the headlights in. But I think they look pretty good. Plug and play, baby. I don't know. I'm gonna make sure they work first before I say that. But so far, they look good. So I think things are dry. Let's throw the headlights in. Alright, well, they look straight. They work. So let me just zip tie. So let's just do the snap transition to the grill being back on. And 3, 2. Alright guys, that's it. It's all back together. Looking fresh.
Well, just like the hood latch video, I recorded that almost a year ago. I recorded that video maybe March and April 2019. It's now January 2020. Almost a year ago since I recorded that. I got really busy and I just got backed up with edits and that just fell to the bottom. So I finally had some time to edit it, so I edited it and I wanted to throw it up for you guys. But since I didn't really finish the video, show you how the lights work, how they look at night and all that, I think I'm gonna do that here and give you kind of a year update of how good are these lights. Personally, the headlights I'm not the biggest fan of, and the fog lights, but we'll get to that later on. I forgot to show you guys what the lights look like when they're actually turned on. And this is what they look like when they're turned on. They're nice and white, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted the half cut, I didn't want the LEDs or anything. My fog lights are almost brighter than my headlights. The running lights have got to go though. Those orange throw it all off. I'm gonna try and get some smoked ones or some LED ones. But let me show you guys what they look like a little bit more close up. All right guys, so here are the headlights after about a year. They're a little wet right now because obviously it's been raining. I don't know if you guys can tell through the camera, but when they get dirty, they get foggy. They get scratching. Look, of course you're not gonna be able to tell now because they're wet and the rain's washed the majority of them off. You can kind of see it a little bit down in here. It gets really, really dirty and it just makes it look foggy. I don't know, but that's how they're doing. They put up very well. Even my paint that I did on the bezel still here, still doing pretty good. They've held up. They've definitely held up though. They definitely have held up. The fog lights on the other hand, these fog lights, trash. I mean, look how fogged up they are. They're super fogged up. They fog up and they're not that great. They're very bright, but they're just not great as far as build quality. But that's how they've just been holding up. They've been holding up pretty well as far as all these lights go. So guys, after about a year, I have put these lights actually through a good amount of abuse. I've off-roaded maybe 4 or 5 times since I bought them, and they've held up great. They've held up tremendously. I will give these lights that. They are built very, very well. I have gone through the mud, I have gone through dirt, dust, and these still are fine. I've had no problems with flickering. I've had no problems with light output. I have no problems with LEDs going out so far. So the build quality and the money and what you get for them is pretty good. And I also really like how these lights look. I'm a fan of the half lights. I'm a fan of just normal clean LED lights. I don't like the halos. I don't like the really circle LED ones. I don't like those. I just like the half lights or really nice LED lights. And I like how they're smoked out, they're blacked out kind of. That's my favorite part of them. It makes the front end look so much better. That's my likes on these lights. My dislikes are just little things, but my dislikes is I can't really explain it, but when they get dirty, they look old and everybody's seen foggy lights on old cars. That's what they look like when they get dirty. They get really foggy looking a little bit. You just gotta wipe them down, they'll come back to fine, but after about a week, if you don't wash your car, that's what they turn into. And the second thing is that their light output is weird and I don't feel like they're that bright. The output of the lights go cross-eyed, so they cross in the middle and then there's no light right here and then there's some light out here. I can show you guys real quick once it's dark. All right guys, so I'm recording this with my phone so I can kind of give you a real world of what these actually look like. So these are with my fog lights on. That's with them off. So I'll keep the fog lights off for now. This is with the high beams. That's the highs. And then back to normal. And then back to high. And then back to normal. Let me turn my fog lights back on. See how bright my fog lights are though? That's what I'm saying, my fog lights are brighter than my headlights almost. I don't know, these lights are not that bright. They're not bright at all. I don't like them that much as far as their brightness and their patterns go. But I mean, this is what they look like at night. It's raining a little bit, so it's kind of hard to see exactly. My window's fogging up. But yeah, that's what they look like at night. But yeah, it's just weird. They don't output very well. I don't like how they output. That's my only problem. There's my opinion on them. After a year, they've been doing pretty good though. I would definitely get them if you want some cheap lights that do well on off-roading, if you off-road or anything like that. But if you want to get some better light output, I think spending the money on some KCs or something like that will probably bet you a little bit better light output if that's what you're going for. As far as the fog lights go, I like how bright they are. Sometimes they're brighter than the headlights. That's another thing. These fog lights are super bright. You do need an anti-flicker harness for them. I don't have it right now, but if you do get them off of Amazon, you will need one. They do flicker. And the thing I really don't like is, as you guys can tell, they fog up. The condensation inside and everything, like they'll stay like that until it gets hot out here, until summertime probably comes around. The warmth will warm them up and get that condensation out of there, but most of the time that's how they look. And that's all I really have to say about these lights. These lights, okay for the money. They're not that great at light outputting, they get dirty, but the build quality is very well, I will say that. My fog lights, as you can tell the condensation, they're not built very well, but they do output a light. So it's kind of like compensating here. But anyway, that's it. Just want to come in here, make that for you guys real quick, let you know how they've been for a year. But that is the Wrangler for now. She has some nice headlights. I don't think I ever told you guys I got wheels. I think we're gonna do a little update video on the Wrangler, I think soon. That will be coming very, very soon. Also, I'm going wheeling here soon in a couple weeks, maybe next weekend. If you guys, I think I'm gonna make a little vlog video of doing that, something different, get out the driveway. I have an automotive film that I'm trying to film here soon, so that one will be coming. I got a lot of good things for you guys. So if you wanna subscribe. If you want to keep following me off of YouTube, follow my Instagram. Other than that, that's it. That's it, guys. It's freezing out here. I didn't realize it was this cold. I wouldn't have filmed this today if I didn't realize it was this cold, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's it. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. This looks so good. Like, I already know this footage is gonna look so good. It's in 4K, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's it, guys. I will check y'all in the next video. Peace out and keep moving forward. No, I'm not doing that bullshit. Bye.